Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So today was a pretty good day and can get even better later this week, especially since Blackrock makes this very bold prediction about Bitcoin. What did Larry Fink say himself? And not only him, Garry Gensler on his way out saying some great things about Bitcoin. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what else is going on in the world of crypto today. All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys. We are right around $97,000. I'd like to remind you guys that just yesterday morning, we fell down to 90,000. That's a pretty fast and quick recovery. Again, this is why you want to stay in the game and you don't want to be fudded out by all that fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's looking pretty darn good, and a lot of alts are also rallying today. Look at this. Where did this come from? Look at XRP shoot up to $2.84. I mean, I better check if I have a long on XRP. I certainly do, and it's looking fantastic. And not only for XRP, but Algorand and Hedera, you know, like everything is starting to come up in a big way. And I do have some stuff to share about those as well. First things first, you know, right now, today was a good day in the markets. Tomorrow could be even better. But today, what was good was because inflation data showed it didn't go up as much as expectation. Tomorrow, we could certainly see the same thing. Tomorrow, we got a big CPI print. Let's see if it continues, right? But, man, inflation is always going to be a thing when our government continues to borrow and print money because of overspending. That's the one thing that our government likes to hide you from, that most of the inflation that we're seeing is due to irresponsible spending, not due to all the other stuff that's going on, okay? Not due to because people are buying more. No, it's really due to how much money is being printed, or how much debt is being forgiven, or how much overall that we are borrowing. There's just so much going on. So just keep that in mind. That's why we have Bitcoin. That's why we have the best asset on the planet, Bitcoin, and it's going up. And that is what BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has said. Okay, let's listen to it. He said some bullish, very bullish things about Bitcoin.
I believe, I believe it goes up if the world is more frightened, if people have fearful of geopolitical risk, they're fearful of their own risk. It's no different than what gold represented over thousands of years. It is a asset class that protects you. Right. And unlike gold, where we manufacture new gold, we're almost at the ceiling of the amount of Bitcoin that we created.
Somebody like.
Basically, what he's saying is gold is garbage. Bitcoin can't be manufactured, can't be dug out of the ground. It can't be manipulated. You can't apply monetary policy to it. It is pure. So it's just a matter of time. Bitcoin reaches and surpasses the market cap of gold, which will give Bitcoin an 18 trillion market cap, and each Bitcoin will be $912,000. $912,000. That's almost 10x from where we are now. And that may come sooner than expected, especially with everything that's going to happen this year. All the pro-crypto-ness that will be coming to the U.S. And look at this. The exit interview of Garry Gensler.
I think that Bitcoin is a highly speculative, volatile asset, but with 7 billion people around the globe, 7 billion people want to trade it, just like we do have gold for 10,000 years. We have Bitcoin. It might be something else in the future as well. Right. These other thousands of projects need to show their use case and show that they actually have fundamentals underlying that, or they won't persist, Joe.
Oh my God, you own Bitcoin.
That's where the public. That's why the public needs disclosure.
That's what it's.
I don't.
You love
I've
it.
never owned.
You love.
I've never.
You love it. You don't like those other coins.
I've never owned any of these, and I've been consistent for 7 or 8 years on this.
Well, now you can't because you won't be a SEC chair anymore.
I think.
Good old Joe trying to convince Gary to admit that he holds Bitcoin. And I'm almost 100% certain that he does. Hidden, or his wife does, or his children does. Basic bottom line is, again, a lot of people compare Bitcoin to gold, which has been around for 10,000 years. But Bitcoin is the future and is certainly moving a whole lot faster these days. Right. And speaking of SEC, they get slammed for Bitcoin policies, but it's okay. It's a new chapter. Garry Gensler is going to be out in 6 days, and we're going to get another pro crypto SEC chair, and that could change the whole landscape for all crypto in the US. So that is going to be absolutely fantastic. And meanwhile, you know, Bitcoin's coming up, XRP's blowing up, and so many others are DCAing. What I've been telling you guys is this: you need to HODL and DCA, buy the dips. Dips are gifts, right? That's how you got to do it. And a lot of companies are doing so. Genesis Group with Genius Group announced plans to raise $33 million to buy more Bitcoin. See, companies have it lucky that they could raise more money to buy Bitcoin with, right? But a retail investor, we can't. We just got to figure out how to make more money or how to save money to buy more Bitcoin or XRP at this point, or SUI or Solana or Avalanche or Hedera, whatever, right? Especially since the very bullish run is right around the corner. I showed you guys this before. Last 2 cycles in the last year, in January, we had some major volatility, major dips. And then afterwards, we never looked back and we just kept on going. So what we're saying is actually quite normal. We saw this the last 2 cycles. And imagine if you got scared out of the market, what kind of gains you would be missing. Right? It's going to be absolutely fantastic. The last time we had inauguration, same thing, right? Same thing. You see the pattern looks almost identical. And then what happens afterwards? Boom. Skyrocketing, right? There's no reason to believe that it's not going to happen again. All right. Outside of Bitcoin, what else is there? Well, I mentioned many things. I've been mentioning a lot about XRP recently, right? And they just keep on getting stronger. And I just showed you guys, they just pumped up to 280 something. That's kind of crazy. But a lot of others are going up, like Hedera's, for example. Hedera's going up. Why is that? Well, there's a narrative that, hey, they may be getting their ETF soon. Okay, that's pretty big. They're working with Doge. They're working with the new administration. Here's something where there's a new stable coin that's going to launch on Hedera from Philippines. So that's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff happening, and American based. That is going to be key, I think, this year. A lot of American based crypto projects are going to do absolutely fantastic, right? So there's that. And then you got like something like Avalanche, which hasn't really gotten hot yet. like Hedera or Cardano or like XRP, but they are also based in the US, right? They got a lot of things going on. They're really now getting into AI. They kind of embrace memes. They're in RWA, really into games, but now they're getting to AI as well. Look at all this stuff that they tweeted, right? AI solutions, technology, tools, software system. There's so much. AI is definitely the future. So they are getting involved. So good for Avalanche. And really, really, you think about AI agents being launched everywhere. Okay. And we have a lot of other AI projects as well. So I guess we got to see. We got to see. And then, you know, I haven't talked about VeChain in a long time. VeChain, you know, they've been working on this better project, which is noble, is to clean up the earth, pick up garbage, get rewarded for it. But what else are they doing? Finally, they are doing a renaissance, okay, which means, according to Sunny, they're going to be EVM compatible, which is good. They're going to come out with a dynamic gas model. They're going to come out with a new model for validator, allowing everyone to participate in permissionless. They're going to reduce, say, VThor inflation by around 70%. Incentive for a higher VET staking percentage, right? And a few other things that's going to make it a little bit better. So, and VeChain also has been coming up. One of the projects that's been around for a long, long time. I'm hoping they also get into AI, right? Get more infrastructure going. Maybe get some memes going, right? They could certainly turn themselves around. So that's another one. Another one. What about SEC? I mean, what about XRP? According to this, the SEC will still proceed with the appeal of the Ripple lawsuit. Now, this may be what's sending Ripple up because everyone expecting the SEC is going to lose. Basically, they lost everything against Ripple. They're appealing, but they're probably going to lose again, which is why so many people are loading up on XRP right now. Plus, there's talks about ETF. Plus, there's traction with their stablecoin. So they're looking pretty darn strong right now. Pretty darn strong, right? So, pretty good. Overall, today was a pretty good recovery day. Tomorrow could be even better if we get a pretty good CPI reading showing inflation didn't go up as much as expected. In fact, a little bit lower. Then tomorrow we're going to see another explosive day. All right, that's it. Let's do some Q&A. $285, man. XRP is at the same level as its high back in early December and is looking like it wants to crack it. Pretty darn strong with heavy volume right now. It could be also due to the fact that I've been playing a lot of my XRP educational video. I played it this morning. I played it yesterday. You know, maybe it's due to that because it's just so darn educational and people can't get enough of it. You know, that could also be the thing, the reason. Sui's is still a little down, 450, but I do expect they go through these ruts and they climb up really, really fast after that. But Algorand today also doing absolutely fantastic. You could see another American-based project, XRP, ADA. ADA is back above $1. That's always good. Hedera having a good day. How's Lotus asking, how's ENA? Did Trump buy it? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about Ethnia recently. $2.5 billion. Yeah, doesn't seem like, no one's really following that Trump Liberty Financial project anymore. I think a lot of people discovered, maybe it's not really involved. Trump is not really involved. So it's kind of lost its luster. So I have an interesting story to share with you guys. So I picked up my Cybertruck today, and I was super, super pissed. And I'm gonna share my story why. So I picked it up. I bought the Cybertruck. I ordered it at the end of the year, like minutes before the last of the year, because I want to make sure that I can use it as tax deduction as a business vehicle. So I purchased it before the year end. And at that time, it said that I could transfer my FSD, my full self-driving, from my other car, my Model X. So I selected it. And then today, when I went to trade it in, which I had to pay a ton because I lost a ton. I had to put down $30,000 to break even to trade it in, which is really stupid, but I didn't want to have so many cars. So after I completed all that, I was ready to go, and I looked. I'm like, why is FSD not transferred over? On the Cybertruck, it should be there. So then I go back in. I'm like, why is it not there? I thought it was just a silly mistake. And then they told me that, that free FSD transfer expired at the end of the year. So you're not eligible for it. I'm like, what the F? And then they gave me a trade-in offer on my X that was actually higher because it had FSD. So I'm like, they already ripped me off, first of all. And then they're trying to like play this game where I can't transfer my FSD. I got really pissed off. I'm like, screw it. I'm not going to trade in my X. Give me my X back. Give me my $30,000 I put in back. I'll just keep it. And then I had to wait in the dealership for like 2 hours to get it resolved, and finally got it all resolved. So it just sucks. The whole thing sucked big time. But I still have my Cybertruck and my Model X. So that was my highlight of the day. But overall, I'm enjoying the Cybertruck. My Model X is a 2022 Plaid, which I paid $150,000 for, and my trade-in offer was $59,000. It only has 10,000 miles on the car. Yeah, it's a cyber beast. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So if you're going to get a Tesla, just know that you will not make any money from it. You will only lose money from it. So just pay for FSD subscription. Yes, I will do that. But the simple fact is I paid $15,000 for my FSD, which is only now $8,000. So I got ripped off of there. Why wouldn't they just transfer? It's like a free code upgrade for them. They could just type it in a computer, enable FSD. So why do they have to be dicks about this? Yeah, I'm going to wrap the truck. I already found this metallic charcoal that I saw. I ordered it. It's going to be fantastic. And then I'm going to get some big wheels for it. It drives really nice. It's really big, quiet, comfortable. Yeah. No, it doesn't have FSD, but you can still transfer to it. I'll show you guys the one that I'm looking at. Where is it? Yeah, this is the color that I'm gonna get. That color. It's like a metallic gray glossy color. Not those wheels or tires, but that color is amazing. It's very blurry for some reason. There we go. That's a sick color. I wish that guy wasn't there. Anyways, there's that. That's my highlight of the day. XRP taking a breather. Yeah, if you go to a Bitcoin like conference, there are a lot of people that drive Cybertrucks around with their logos and stuff. Should have closed my long on there. Mike, they're not as ugly as... I think there's so much hate because people think it's cool to hate on it. It's actually not that ugly at all. The backside is, but the front and the sides are cool. You certainly can get a tax break because it's if it's a business vehicle, it's over 6,000 pounds. You can apply that section 179 or something like that. And it's the cheapest armored car you could buy. And the glass is also armored. It's not bulletproof armor, but it's more resilient. So there's that too. JB says, I think I'm going to buy another Hummer H1 and call it a day. I've seen some really nice like modified H1s, but they don't seem to be very cool anymore. Back in the day when Arnold and other celebrities were buying it and driving them, it seemed like they were cool, but now you really don't see it. But I will say that some of the ones that are modified look really damn cool. Thoughts on the new electric G-Wagon? I've been itching to test drive one. I just don't know if it's going to hold its value. If it's going to hold its value like a EV Mercedes, which sucks, or like a G-Wagon. If electric G-Wagon can hold its value, then that would be awesome. But I'm not so sure it will. I have no idea actually how much it is to wrap a car. I think it's like $500 to $800. The wrap itself, I bought a PPF and it was like $2,200. So all in all, it's probably gonna be like $3,000. Diego says, what would you do if you had Litecoin? Swap it for what? I can't tell you what to swap it for, but literally for myself, I would rather hold anything besides Litecoin. All right. I guess that's it. Overall, can't complain. It's a fantastic day. Bitcoin's back to 97. And you got XRP exploding. You got Blackrock and Garry Gensler saying some great things. Tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow, with a good CPI inflation reading, we could be well above $100,000 again. We could shoot right back up to 102, and then eventually we'll break 108 right around the corner, and then we're going to be at a new high. That's right. All right, guys. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And before you leave, check this out.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.